Now, the reason I want to go over, especially how email addresses and passwords get lost and we try to change them, we can't get back into those accounts, is because it is super important that YouTube or Google especially, comprehends or understands that people spend hundreds, thousands of dollars in those accounts or in accounts that are linked to those accounts, whether music purchases, video, movie purchases. Um, there are so many different people spend a lot of money on movies and music. These are things we love. You cannot lock somebody out of account that has an email address linked or even doesn't have one linked and gives you the same information that they know, or not have a place or somewhere where you can contact Google and their higher ups to pursue why you can't get back into your email account, um, or at least get some kind of closure or have those accounts closed and cut off. Because I have thousands of dollars, or at least almost $1,000 worth of things in my iTunes account, which is linked to my Google mail account. And that's the reason that I really want to talk about this. So I guess the first thing on my agenda for this chat would also be the fact that once we lose our password, and if somebody has been kind of sniffing around you, looking over, at your phone, or one of your friends, even supposed friends, really interested in your email account, your cards, what you have in your account, when you have the links. So whether it's linked to your LinkedIn account, people are evil. What kind of music you listen to, what kind of subscriptions you have. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do to prevent it, this from happening. It's not always easy, but there are such things as don't use your phone while you're sitting with your friends or when you're on the subway, when you're on the streetcar, when your near acquaintances at work. Excuse yourself to use your phone. People can't snip. Don't leave your phone lying around. Make sure that your phone has a lock and a pin that nobody else knows. Um, the other things are that if you can't get back into your account and you have several things, credit cards, eBay linked, you have it linked to, your Instagram and your YouTube, your creator account. You have your mail, which you could have so many different personal things in there, include not only including family. You also have Drive with important documents. You can also have photos and so much more linked to your email accounts. And this is not just Google I'm talking about. This applies to Hotmail and everybody. But once you lose your password and you know that you've given them the correct information and they won't let you back in, there is a reason for that. And the only reason is that they're feeding into somebody else. One of their friends is telling them, "Oh, but they haven't used that email account for weeks or for years. I've been using it." I don't know from personal experience because I would not use somebody else's email account, but I do know that you know um, that's not legal. That's not right. It doesn't matter what they do. If they want to steal people's stuff, or Google is already giving them the opportunity to do that, that means they are trying to steal identity. They are trying to not only steal lives but ruin them. Um, it's not hard to put two and two together. Yes, when we're in a state of mind which is either fight, freeze, or flight, yeah, it's difficult to cope with, to deal, to be able to, you know, um, pick things out and tear apart the pieces so that we can figure out what's happened underneath of there, where we need to get to retrieve what's ours back. Um, so I've had a lot of instances where, I can put in my birthday, my name. I mean, I've had several of email accounts with Google. Realistically, over 20, over 20 or 50 different email accounts, and now have only access to one. I also purchase things, apps, games, different things, and no longer have access. So I have over like $1,000 worth of things that I signed up with iTunes for from my Ginger L74 email account, and now cannot have access to my iTunes account because they will not send me a password link. And it's extremely strange because it just makes it really obvious that someone else is trying to use my account and that they're trying to par with them because like I don't even know why. I don't relate to that. I mean it's $1,000 worth of music. Most of it is not even new. Um, it's very sad though to think that I could give them my information. I could personally contact them and make note to them that this is my personal account. It has my personal agenda, my name on it, my birthday, things that I bought with my money, email addresses that are personal, pictures, photos that are personal to me, and they don't care. They have lost the ability or the capacity, not compacity, because if they don't have capacity, they don't have compacity, to stop themselves from stealing from their clients, which is extremely unthinkable. How do you turn around to billions of internet users and state to them that it doesn't matter, that they've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of music or movies, videos, access to thousands of accounts or linked accounts, so on and so forth, um, to their personal email address because what? Because you lost your password and you tried to reset it and they don't care. You're not important enough. You're not important enough to any email provider for them to send you a password reset link. Because somebody that one of their workers or so-called friends knows wants your account and everything in it. That's your life. That's your family. That's your friend, your family, your money, your credit cards, your linked accounts. It's everything. How are email providers or internet corporations such as Google lying to the public and the people, or not giving them the whole truth and just saying what they want to, providing the information they want to, or the ways that they want to, that don't even make sense? So if I was to say that I would like a password reset, maybe I would ask the birthday. I would certainly ask their name. I would have certainly have security questions. Certainly, having a phone, a linked phone, something like that, that really helps. But at the same time, they have no contact place. You cannot contact Google over an email account. And it is so important to be able to get into your normal account, your regular user account, which probably has your Facebook linked, your iTunes account linked. It'll have your Google Play Store link. It'll have your Facebook, your Instagram. It'll have everything. You give your workplace, your friends this email address. It's linked to your Skype account. It's linked to everything, like 1, 2, 3. And I believe that at the rate that the people in this world, or the people that work at Google, are allowing this to happen, is a major breach of trust for the whole world. This is this is an epidemic, really, like an internet epidemic, and it needs to be dealt with.